Good morning everyone. Today we are going to listen about the second chapter in physics, 8th class physics, friction. What is the name of the lesson? Friction. All of you open in your textbook page number 19. We already know what is the friction and what is the friction force, what is the definition of the force. We already discussed in the first lesson, force. Yes or no? Yes. See here, what is the meaning of the friction? Friction means which stops the movement of object on the surface, or the surface applied resistance to the stop the moving object, or the force which oppose the movement of object is called friction. In Telugu, friction called as Gharshana. In your textbook in right side, one picture is there. All of you observe that picture. How much of force he applying to move that box? Yes, more force. He is not moving that box very easily. It is difficult to him to move that box. Why? Why? Because we understood from this figure the friction force is more compared to the normal force applied by the boy. Yes or no? Yes. Already we get one idea on this from the first lesson in activity 8. We already discussed what is the friction. Define the friction, children. Yes, friction is the body over the surface of another body. Yes or no? Yes. See all of you in the textbook first para. We have learned about the various types of forces in the chapter force. We also have learned about the force of friction, which plays an important role in daily life. Let us learn in detail about this force in this chapter. Already we discussed what is the friction, and in this chapter we are discussing about the types of friction forces. Force of friction and its types. How many types are there? We discuss in this lesson. And also how an object moves in different directions without applying the human force, all the objects at rest position. When we are applying the force, it moves opposite direction to our applied force. Yes or no? Yes. So the friction which is acting on stationary objects, that one will be called as the stationary friction. When the object moving on surface, the friction acting on the sliding object will be called as the sliding friction. Okay, all of you understood? Now we know about static friction and sliding friction and rotating friction. In this chapter we are going to know about these all type of frictions. Before going to the reading textbook, we need to know about the keywords of this chapter. We are going to know about the friction, static friction, sliding friction, lubricants, ball bearings, drag, fluid friction. In page number 29, there are the keywords are there. All of you see and observe what we are learning from this chapter. We are given a slight description about the what is the static friction and what is the sliding friction and what is the rotating friction. We get only one idea. After that we start reading textbook. When an object rotates in circle direction on the surface, then the friction between the surface to the object is called rotating friction. So here how many types are there? Three types of frictions are there. What are they? Sliding friction, static friction. In this chapter we are going to listen that type of frictions today. So see in the page number 19 figure 1, pushing the book. Identifying the forces acting on your body and effect of frictional force. Here what is the figure? Figure pushing the books. Gently push a book on a horizontal floor as shown in the figure 1. What do you observe? You may observe that the book acquires a certain speed in the direction of push. However, the speed of the book gradually decreases and after some time it stops. From here, what we are observing, keeping the books on the table. What you are observed that books are stationary or moving stationary. Why? Because we want books. Yes or no? Yes. So now by using our hand, we are applying a little bit force on force, only a little bit force, which is less than the opposite friction force. The any movement observed the books, there is no movement in the books. So this type of frictions which is between the books to the surface is called the static friction. When the normal force is a friction force, then the object won't move any direction. The type of friction will be called as the stationary or static friction. To do anything, we need to get movement of this book. Then what we do now, we are applying the more force which is greater than the friction force. Then what you observed of the books on the table surface. It moves some distance after it will stops. Okay, from this what we observe in If friction force is more, then we are applying the force, then the object it is stationary. When we are applying the more force compared to the friction force, what happened? The books on the surface moved freely. Yes or no? Yes. Now so here we need to discuss about the gravitational force. Here you have to observe some books are there on the table. The books on the table does not falling down. Why? The table is there between the books to ground. That means ground means gravitational force. The books to ground there is so W gravitational force. When gravitational force acting on the books also, but books does not fallen down. Why? Because the table giving opposite normal force to the books. Then by applying the sum force we are moving the object, which is the object in the books on the table. The books moved some distance and after gradually they are stopped. Why? Because the force is not continued, and also movement of the books also not continued. After some time it stops the movement of the books. What force acting on the object of the books here? That force will be called as the friction. So, observe in the figure 2 what happened by applying the force, the direction of the motion of the books here given. After some distance, the books moved, and after what happened? They stopped. Why? Because they stopped because of the opposite force. What is that opposite force? Frictional force. So, why does the book stop after covering some distance? Is the book moving with uniform speed? No, books are not moving in uniform speed. The speed of the books will be gradually decreases. Why does the speed of the book changes gradually? Why? Because the force applied on the books to move is not continued. So that's why the speed of the books changes gradually. Next, you know that the book is in non-uniform motion with respect to the floor. In the first chapter, we studied that non-uniform motion of your body takes place only when a net force acts on it. How many forces act on the book when it is pushed on the floor? Already we discussed in the first chapter. How many forces? Normal force and gravitational force acts on the book. Let us examine the forces acting on the book. Two forces act on the book in the vertical directions as shown in the figure 3. All of you open page number 20 in your textbook. Here see two forces are acting on the object. What are they? They are weight of the book W or gravitational force acting vertically down. Normal force N or a reaction force applied by the floor vertically up. So we already discussed because of the normal force the books are not falling down, but the gravitational force also acting on the books. But there is in between the books to ground surface there is one table is there. Table stopping the books does not falling down. So there is no change in motion of the book along the vertical direction. The net force acting on the book in the vertical direction is 0. So there is no change in the books. That means they are not falling down and they are not moving front, or they are not moving backward or forward, and also they are not moving in circle direction. That means no change in the object. Why? Because the two forces which are acting on the object, gravitational force and normal forces, are equal. That's why the object does not move, so it will be stationary. So here one formula is there, that is W minus N is equal to 0. That means the gravitational force minus normal force is equal to 0. Then what happened? W is equal to N. That means the two forces are equal. For example, when we are playing in the tug of war, what happened? The two teams force will be equal. Then what happened? Then there is no movement in the other team to come forward or backward. They are stable. Like that, there is the object will be stable. That means the gravitational force and normal forces are equal. The horizontal direction, the speed of the book is changing continuously. Its speed is decreasing gradually in the horizontal direction. That is, the book has acceleration opposite to the direction of motion, which is we call deceleration. So what we observe with our hand, the book's movement for some distance. The books moved in some distance only. After what happened? They are stopped. Because what? After movement of some distance, the books again in rest position because of friction. So what are the forces acting on the book in the horizontal direction? What is the net force acting in the horizontal direction? When the speed of the body moving in a straight line changes continuously, we say that the body has acquired in acceleration. By close observation of this activity, we can understand that the floor applies a force on the book against its motion. Similarly, the book also applies the same amount of force on the floor in the opposite direction. Here it is clear that the floor is at rest, hence the net force acting in the direction of the force applied by the floor on the book. The force applied by the floor on the book is called frictional force or friction. So we already discussed about this one. When the object on the surface, then what happened when we are applying the force, the object will be moves in the horizontal direction of the surface, but the surface will gives the frictional force, and also we are applying the force is more than to that surface force. Then what happened, the object will be moves slowly, and also the speed of the object will be decreases slowly after some distance traveling. Why? Because we are not continuously applying the force. At starting only we are applying the force. Because of that force, the object moves some distance, and after the friction, the books will be stops. Movement of the books will be stops. So the force applied by the floor on the books is called frictional force or friction. Next, in the figure 4, the trolley accelerating towards left. You have to see lab activity is there. Understanding the nature of friction and the concept of static friction. From this we are observing and understanding what is the nature of friction and concept of static friction. We already discussed what is the static friction. There is no movement in the object when we are not applying the force. That friction will be called as the static friction. See all of you, here lab activity is there. What is the AM? Understanding the nature of the friction and the concept of the static friction. And material required: toy trolley, small wooden block, inextensible stick, weight, hanger, and weights and pulley and table. All our equipments are there or not in the picture? Yes. One table is there, and also one toy trolley is there, and also spring is there, and weights also is there. Here one pulley also is there. Okay, now all of you observe that one. So now you have to see how to do this activity procedure. Take a small toy trolley and keep a small wooden block on it as shown in the figure. So the wooden pieces are kept in the toy trolley. Next, tie an inextensible string to the trolley and pass it over a pulley. Here which type of string we are using? Inextensible string. Okay, now which is by using the weights which is extensible, it is not used here. Which type of string here we are using? Inextensible string. And tie this string to the toy. By observing the figure we understood how to tie the string to the toy and pass it over a pulley. We already know what is the pulley, which is used to rotate a belt or called as the pulley. And other end of the string is fixed to weight hanger. Take a small weight and keep it on weight hanger and observe the changes in the motion of a block and trolley. So here we are taking the inextensible string. End of string will be connected to the toy, and another end of the string will be connected to the fixed weight hanger. After that, a small weights are keeping into the weight hanger, and observe the changes. First you have to keep one weight, and after you have to keep second weight, and after you have to keep third weight. Like that you have to add in the weights. What happened in the movement of the toy trolley you have to observe. When the weight is very small, there is no movement observed. When the weights are increases, there is the movement in the toy. So when you are adding more weight to the toy, then what happened? Toy will be falls down. And also you have to keep the blocks on the trolley also. When you are applying the forces on this weight hanger, then what happened? The blocks on the trolley also moves with respect to the trolley. Simultaneously both are in the moving position, but the blocks on the trolley does not falls down. So what happens to the position of the block kept on the trolley? Does it fall or move along with the trolley? Yes, they are move along with the trolley. What changes occurs in the motion of trolley and block? Both are simultaneously moves when you are applying the sufficient force on the weight hanger. When you are applying the more force on the weight hanger, what happened? The blocks which we are keeping in the toy trolley, they are falls down. You will notice that the trolley with the block on it moves towards the left with an acceleration. The block is at rest with respect to the surface of the trolley, but it is in motion with respect to the surface of the table. Now keep on increasing the weights on the changer. Observe the motion of the both the trolley and the surface of the trolley tries to keep the block at rest. Here with respect to its surface. Thus the force of friction by the surface of the trolley acts on the block in the direction of motion. At the same time, the block also applied a force on the trolley in opposite direction and tries to move towards the right. Here in this picture you have to observe direction of the motion in figure 5, the direction of the friction on the block. We can increasing the trolley's action by increasing the weight on the hanger. If we increases the acceleration of the trolley gradually, at certain limiting acceleration or limiting weight, the block comes into motion in the reverse direction. That now there exists a relative motion between the surface of the trolley to the block. In which side the trolley moves, that side only the blocks kept in the trolley moves. When we are increasing the weights on the hanger, what happens? The speed of the trolley increases. When we are removing the weights on the trolley, weights on the weight hanger, what happens? The trolley moves in the reverse direction. But the blocks on the trolley also moves in the reverse direction. This means that now there exists a relative motion between the surface of the trolley and the block. From this we have to observe that one there is the relative motion between the surface of the trolley and the block. Next, from the above activities we may define friction as follow. The force which opposes the relative motion of the two surfaces of the bodies in the contact is called the frictional force. In activity 1, the book moves with respect to the floor. So this friction is called the sliding friction. Sliding friction is the friction which comes into play when the surface of the object moves relative to the surface of another object. So here because of the what happened, the blocks keeping on the trolley, that one also getting the movement. So this type of relative motion will be called as the sliding friction. What is the meaning of the sliding friction? Is the friction which comes into play when the surface of the one object moves relative to the surface of another object. So from the activity 1 there is the relative motion between blocks and the trolley. So because of the movement of the trolley, what happened? Blocks which are kept in the trolley, they also get the movement. That type of movement will be called as the sliding friction. I'll have you open the page number 22. In lab activity, the block is at rest related to the surface of the trolley up to a certain limiting acceleration. The friction exists at the stage is a static friction. So static friction is the friction which comes into play when surface of the object are at rest related to each other. Without keeping any weights on the weight hanger, what happened to the trolley and the blocks which are kept on the trolley? Both are at the rest. The type of friction will be called as the static friction. In the above activity, we observe that there exist two types of. One is sliding friction between the surface of the table and the trolley, and the other is the static friction that exists between the surface of the trolley and the wooden blocks kept on it. From the lab activity, we observe one the sliding friction and the other one is the static friction that between the surface of the trolley to the wooden blocks kept on it. Yes or no? Yes. So from this today lesson, we know about the what is the static friction and what is the sliding friction. All of you must and should read the textbook and follow this video. Must and should complete the unit 1 CW and HW also with good handwriting.